this nation will go back to Islamic system. And it's impossible. Okay, if it is possible, leave me. That means he is a madman. Yes. He's calling for AI, what you can never be possible. Allow him to call. Call and call. Why all the fear? Why attack? Why the imprisonment? Why the kill? Is it not because they think that it is possible? They know it is possible. That's the fear. That's why the fear. In the same way, the Prophet ﷺ, when he started call in Mecca, why all the hysteria, all the they were having full control of Mecca. They have so many gods, right? About 360 gods inside Kaaba. So and so many around, and so there are so many gods to the extent that every family, apart from the gods of the towns, they have the gods of the family. Even an individual will have his own god in his own cottage. So this man came and said there's only one God. So you who have so many gods, what do you have here? After all, his God is only one. Why all the fear? Why all the persecution? Because they know for sure what this man is saying is truth. And one day, all those so-called gods will be vanished. They know very well. And that is the end of the control of the people, because they no control the people by telling that these gods will strike you if you don't do as we say. You know, they wouldn't say they are the gods themselves. They say the gods told them. You know, those who speak on behalf of so-called, those gods do not speak. They don't say anything. In fact, they make the gods themselves with their own hands. So they are even better than the gods. But they think that, you know, they strike fear on the people and tell them that these gods pursue danger. And if you don't give tax and pay tax, so that they will appease the gods, there will be calamity. And then when those taxes are collected, who will benefit? Is it the stone or the wooden god? Is the man who is in control. Now the man who is in control will now lose if people turn to worship the Almighty Allah. And that's why they did not agree. You understand what I'm saying? In the same way, today if you say we have to go back to Islam, so, oh, it means our control will lose our control, isn't it? That all the fear. If you think it is impossible, you don't have to fear anything. After all, we are not saying that if you don't accept what we are saying, we are going to hit you. We didn't say that, and we are not holding even a stick. We are just talking. Why the fear? Because people will change. And I remember when this same Buhari man was military man, he overthrew Shagari when I was in prison. I was in Enugu prison. When I came out, virtually 6 months after coming out, I was arrested. And during the interrogation, they said, the man who was interrogating was shouting, "You have written letters to university lecturers asking them to overthrow government." You know, I have written a letter to all Muslim lecturers in the country, and I was telling them that you as university, you know, as academicians, you know the problem, and so many people do not know the problem, but you are in a position to know, and you have a lot of ample time, because no one has spare time like you have. So you have the time to educate the people about what is the solution. People know the problem, but they do not know the solution. That was the content of my letter. It's a 1-page letter, not 2-page. And so this man was saying, you have written letters to lecturers, Muslim lecturers in the country, asking them to overthrow the government. Then I would say, overthrow the government? How? With a chalk or with a pen? So he came first. How will they overthrow the government? With chalk? You know what? The lecturers, what do they have? Chalk. Is it with chalk or with pen? And then he said, well, but you are instigating them, asking them to change their mind. I said, but that's good. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that? You are talking, and that talk makes sense. What is wrong with that? They say you have to keep quiet. You have to keep quiet. The same way now what they're asking us to is to keep quiet. And then let them do whatever they do, and not only to keep and to support them in whatever they are doing. Well, as you see, we have passed through different stages of tests, and this has been the worst. I don't know what they can do, whether they can do worse than what they did. I don't know. I can't imagine worse than what they did. These people went to the extent of not only shooting people with bullets. They shoot human beings with RPGs. Weapons meant for war between nations, for between two armies, and they were shooting at people who were armless people. They were shooting at men, women, and children. And they burned people alive. They put diesel on people and then burned them alive. They also buried people alive. They set a house ablaze. And when we were inside our house, they set the house ablaze, and there was throwing grenade inside to make sure they made sure that there was no living thing inside the house. But Almighty Allah, who saved Ibrahim alayhi salam from the fire of Namrud, if they were surprised, they were seeing and were alive. One of the soldier was asking, how did you manage to live in that fire? Which everything melted. I said, well, everything melted, but God so will. We were alive. Not only were alive, even those they killed, a lot of them were not even burnt. They remained intact, as if they were sleeping. They also went to the extent of even excavating graves of those Matthias earlier killed by Jonathan, and they spent about over 1 month in the graveyard. I don't know what will be worse than that. What will be worse than that? Mass murder, men, women, and children. Well, all to naught. Instead of the boys to die, the boys roll within the country and beyond. And you have the reaction of people in different parts of the world. In India, it was mentioned, you know, when it was said that the Prime Minister of India was asking, why do they disturb this Zakzaky? Release him now. Which province is he in? He was thinking that Zakzaky was in India. They said, no, he was in somewhere away from, he was in Africa, in Nigeria. So he was thinking that he was in that because in one day they said there was demonstration in 55 different towns in India. People who didn't know about the call of the movement, now they knew about it. And even when we went to India for treatment, they prostrated, this government went and prostrated the airport. But the demonstration of the Indian people forced them to immediately abruptly return us, because they didn't know those people, this India, they would even go to the exam or even breaking the hospital and reaching us. They could do it. So they abruptly they took us back without treatment. They went and frustrated everything. Everything was arranged by our doctors there. But they did not even allow the doctors to see us. Yeah, at one time they allowed them to come into the hospital. Then they were given other instructions that, well, the operations will not be in conjunction with you, will only give you information, which means they will not be there inside the theater to know what they are doing. So they have their own plans, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala foiled their plan. And